Chosen one, listen with your spirit, for this may be the most urgent message you have ever received in your entire life. This is no coincidence, it is a divine summons. Heaven is in motion, and you have been called to hear, to awaken, to respond. Something is happening, something invisible yet absolutely real. You stand on the brink of a spiritual battle unlike any you have faced before, and perhaps you don't even realize it. Perhaps you only feel unease, confusion, this nagging sense that something is wrong, but it is God trying to alert you. Stay back, do not go down that path. There is danger. This video is not just a message, it is a divine decree, a trumpet blast. In the midst of the storm, there is a path before you that seems good, that seems right, but it is a trap. And if you enter it, you will not emerge unscathed. The enemy is positioned, waiting for the slightest misstep, but God, oh God, in his mercy blocks, protects, whispers, interferes, and now he shouts. He does not want to lose you. Chosen one, he has already set his plan in motion. Angels have been dispatched, doors have been locked, connections severed, all part of his plan to save you, but there is one condition: obedience. Not partial obedience, not convenient faith, but total, absolute, immediate surrender. Because God's protection only rests upon those aligned with his will. You can no longer wait, you can no longer ignore. You are in real danger, and this is your chance to escape unharmed. This is why you must listen to what the Spirit is saying right now. Your like unlocks the doors to divine secrets. Your subscription seals your covenant with this revelation, and by commenting that, you activate your prophetic frequency to receive all that will be released from here on. The true chosen ones remain until the last second, because they know every word is part of an eternal decree. Eliminate distractions. Disconnect from the outside world. What God is revealing here demands your full attention. This is a prophetic moment, a movement of heaven happening in real time, and you are part of it. Time is up. The choice is in your hands. Prepare yourself, because what comes next is not just a warning. It is the beginning of your rescue, while heaven whispers to your soul not to go any further. A divine intervention has already been decreed in your favor. Yes, chosen one. You are being interrupted not by chance, not by failure, but by divine order. God has erected an invisible shield around you. A supernatural blockade is in operation. Perhaps in recent days, you've felt as though everything was blocked, doors closing without reason, your steps hindered by something you can't comprehend. That is him. That is God himself, preventing you from falling where the enemy wants you to fall. You are protected, even without realizing it. There are things you've tried to do, words you almost spoke, decisions you nearly made, but something stopped you. This is not confusion. It is a covering. Your free will, for a moment, is wrapped in a spiritual safety net, because there is a point of no return you are about to cross, and the Holy Spirit will not allow it. Perhaps you felt a fog in your mind, an inexplicable difficulty understanding what's happening around you. People who once seemed close now feel distant. Ideas that once seemed clear now sound hollow. This haze is divine. God is grounding your flesh to preserve your spirit, and in this silence, in this almost forced pause, he is preparing the ground for full revelation. Do not mistake this blockade for punishment. It is love, it is zeal. It is a spiritual armor enveloping you like a cocoon between realms, so you are not captured by the trap already set on your path, because the real danger threatening your journey is not in front of your eyes. It is hidden behind smiles, kind gestures, and intentions that seem pure, but they are spiritual poisons in disguise. Subtle traps camouflaged by sweet words and seemingly harmless support. The enemy is cunning. He does not come in the appearance of darkness. He presents himself as light, chosen one. What lies before you is not just a dangerous situation, it is a spiritual conspiracy. Someone close to you, someone you trusted, is being used, even unknowingly, as a bridge to your deviation. This is someone who seems to stand by you, who speaks as if building you up, but in the spiritual realm, they have been strategically positioned to open doors to deception. Behind the curtain of appearances, there are invisible movements, connections forged with affectionate words, but loaded with spiritual manipulation, bonds that seem benign, but carry the key to imprison your soul. This is why you felt a strange shift in the air, something you can't name but presses on your spirit. Relationships are changing, interests are fading. People who were once part of your routine are being pulled away. Do not fight this. Do not try to hold on to what God is releasing. Do not mourn severed ties. Trust, because when God removes someone, he sees what you do not. He senses what you cannot yet discern. This disguised betrayal plotted against you is being dismantled before it even manifests. God is cutting the roots before they grow into trees. He is cleansing your atmosphere, filtering your associations, canceling invitations, closing cycles that seemed promising but were traps in disguise. All of this is grace in action. It is the shield in motion. It is discernment activated by love. And even if it hurts, even if it feels like loss, it is salvation. It is supernatural mercy protecting your purpose. To ensure you do not fall into this ambush disguised as affection, God is activating a deep spiritual sedation, sacred sedation that grounds your impulses, numbs your emotions, and slows your steps. You've felt it, haven't you? An inexplicable fatigue, if something is draining your strength, as if the world has grown heavier. But listen, this is not just emotional exhaustion, it is divine anesthesia. God is putting you in spiritual rest, so your heart does not advance where he has already planted a no. It is a pause imposed by love because, if you were fully functional, you would make rash decisions that would hurl you straight into the trap he is trying to avoid. This disconnection you feel from people, from conversations, even from activities that once energized you, it is the Father himself pulling you away from wrong influences. He is isolating you from voices that confuse, presences that distract, energies that drain spiritual clarity. The world around you keeps turning, but you are in a different rhythm now. God has removed you from the common rotation and placed you in a sacred chamber of silence where the noise of the world cannot reach, where he can speak to you uninterrupted. This sedation is not weakness. It is strategy. It is protection before battle, because what is coming will demand your full strength, a clear mind, and total discernment. God is preparing you for something great, and this pause is the ground where he sharpens your inner sword. Do not resist this rest. Do not rush out of the cocoon. Embrace this numbness with reverence because it is the sign that heaven is overseeing the details of your journey with absolute zeal. And in this rest, where your soul is shielded from outer noise and inner impulses, God is working behind the scenes. He is blocking access, ending chapters, closing spiritual portals, all to prevent a rash decision from destroying what he is about to build in you. This is exactly the point where God's hand presses with the most firmness. When you are on the verge of a decision that would completely alter the course of your destiny, there are moments when you feel you've found the right direction, that you've finally understood what to do, but suddenly, everything locks up. Doors that seemed to open with ease are now sealed. Opportunities that shone before your eyes vanish like smoke, and everything in you cries, "Why?" Without realizing, this is not a delay, it is a deliverance. Chosen one, pay attention. There are decisions that seem harmless, even promising, but carry irreversible consequences. And God, in his infinite wisdom, blocks what seems like progress to you but is certain ruin to him. He sees what lies beyond the bend. He beholds possible destinies, future collapses that would form from a single wrong choice. And when he sees you about to cross the line of disguised destruction, he acts. He slams doors shut. He confounds your plans. He scrambles the options, not to punish you, but to save you. Perhaps you've felt it lately, a frustration without explanation, as if everything was fine, and suddenly, the ground vanished. But what seems like a setback is a redirection. What you called loss, heaven calls diverted disaster. The yes you hoped for that never came, that was grace's silent cry, saying, "Not now, not like this, not there," because God doesn't just want you happy for a moment, he wants you whole for the entire journey. Do not rush, do not regret, do not question. The hand that bars now is the same that will open the right doors at the exact time. And when you look back, you will see it was precisely this interruption that preserved your mission, because the plan he is executing is greater than your logic can bear. He is pulling you forcefully out of a trap set with the appearance of a blessing, and this spiritual extraction is happening right now, even if you don't fully perceive it. There is a divine operation underway, is yanking you almost violently from a place where your soul was at risk, an environment, a relationship, an opportunity that seemed aligned, but in the unseen was a trap set with demonic precision. Yes, chosen one, the enemy was strategic. He positioned smiling faces, enticing offers, wide doors. He constructed a scenario that seemed favorable, but behind every detail, there was poison that, and now heaven has decided to intervene. This extraction may hurt. You may experience losses, people disappearing without reason, situations collapsing overnight, cycles ending without explanation. But listen with spiritual ears. This is not rejection, it is mercy. God is cleansing your path before you walk onto cursed ground. He is removing alliances, leading you off purpose, disconnecting you from relationships that seemed good, but were eroding you from within. He is separating you from ties that would have been your ruin disguised as affection. The process hurts. Yes, it hurts because the soul attaches. It hurts because the heart doesn't understand. But this pain is the pain of liberation. God is cutting invisible ties, breaking spiritual contracts, canceling agreements made in naivety or emotional pressure. You are not losing, you are being preserved. Every separation happening now is proof that heaven is working urgently on your story. Chosen one. What is being undone is exactly what would have kept your destiny from flourishing. Do not regret, do not resist. Celebrate, because everything falling in this season is falling by love. God is extracting you from a minefield before the bomb explodes, and as he pulls you from where the enemy wanted you, he is positioning you for something entirely new, something not yet revealed but already written in your favor. Because while you sleep, while your soul rests, God is rewriting the script of the next 3 years of your life. In silence, he redraws paths, repositions pieces, moves people, exchanges destinies. What you thought was your story is being reformulated by heavenly hands. Your name is erased from places it never should have been. Invitations are withdrawn, schedules are altered, environments are purified, all so you can step into a new time with true purpose. Chosen one. Understand you are not forgotten. You are strategically repositioned. Heaven does not work with waste. Every loss, every delay, every seeming rejection is a door closed to preserve your entrance into something infinitely greater. God is the author, writing with surgical precision. He is not late. He does not improvise. He anticipates, and the next years of your life will be so different from what you imagined that even your past will make sense in light of what is coming. Right now, angels are in motion clearing your path. Toxic environments are left behind. Your name is removed from conversations, alliances, plans that do not belong to your destiny. You are being relocated in the spirit realm. God is preparing scenes not yet opened, encounters not yet scheduled, opportunities still hidden but already carrying your name. And yes, you may feel everything crumbling around you, but what is truly happening is the laying of a new foundation. A foundation for a story that will be told with clarity, honor, and power. You will be led into the space that was always yours, but is only now being released. Because when heaven finishes the cleansing, the revelation begins. And for this, he now invites you to abide in absolute silence. This invitation to silence is not just symbolic, it is a heavenly strategy. There is a growing compulsion in you to be quiet, to withdraw, to observe rather than react. Conversations that once brought joy now feel empty. Interactions that seemed essential now feel heavy. And you sense, even if you can't explain it, that you must disappear for a time, not physically, but spiritually. This is the Holy Spirit hiding you in plain sight. This is heaven covering you with a cloak of prophetic invisibility. The silence engulfing your soul is not absence. It is pure presence. It is in this seeming void that God's voice becomes deafening, because the noise around you is smothering revelation. It distracted you with sounds that seemed important but were only interference. Now the enemy no longer knows where to find you. The silence you embrace is breaking ancient spells, canceling word weapons, voiding pacts made against your name. Every time you stay quiet, the spirit realm shifts. In this silence, you undergo an invisible relocation. You are removed from territories that limited your growth and positioned in environments where your soul can breathe, hear, and flourish. It is a sacred transfer, a displacement without fanfare but charged with eternal significance. God is moving you away from what distracted and drawing you closer to essence. Something is being adjusted in your spiritual atmosphere, which is why you shouldn't find it strange. The sudden solitude, the silence in messages, the inexplicable distancing, all of it is under heavenly command. This stillness is an escape tunnel, your road of flight from the system that oppressed you. This is where your connection with God will be restored to levels you've never experienced before. And when you emerge from this season, you will not be the same. You will see more. You will hear with clarity. You will speak with authority, because the silence did not kill you. It transformed you, and it is from this silent transformation that new connections begin to form, not by human effort, but by divine alignment. Without you lifting a finger, God is connecting the invisible threads of destiny. Specific people, designated by heaven, are being awakened to remember you, to recognize something in you that even you didn't know you carried. And these are not ordinary connections. They are encounters charged with purpose, ones that will radically alter the course of your life. These connections come with spiritual weight. They don't just add, they activate. Because with these people, God deposits upon you an unshakable authority, one that doesn't waver with opinions, retreat before opposition, or depend on human validation. It is an authority from above, sealed in silence and forged in the hidden place. You will be recognized not by noise, but by presence. Your words will carry power. Your silence will have weight. Your decisions will be guided not by logic, but by a wisdom only the Spirit can give. And all of this happens without you having to prove a thing. Heaven is staging the scenes. The stage is set. God is drawing near those who have the right key, the right answer, the right blessing. And every encounter will be strategic. Every alliance will be loaded with confirmation, because the time of empty connections is over. Now is the time of empowering connections, ones that protect, that activate destiny. You are being repositioned to impact, to lead, to guide others who are lost as you once were. Your pain will become a compass, your story, a roadmap. Your voice, a lighthouse. Because when God entrusts authority to someone, he does it so that person becomes a shelter for many. And that is exactly what is happening now. But to sustain this authority, razor-sharp discernment will be necessary, one that cuts straight to the hidden intentions of hearts. Chosen one, something is being activated in you with increasing intensity. This is no longer human intuition, emotional guesses. It is pure spiritual perception, honed like a sword, precise like an arrow. You will begin to see beyond words, beyond actions, beyond appearances. Truth will be revealed in eyes, in silences, in a atmospheres. God is sharpening your spiritual vision, because the next steps demand absolute clarity. There will be opportunities that seem divine but are not. People who carry spiritual titles but have carnal intentions, calls that sound glorious but have no root in God. And this is why you must be prepared. The discernment being poured upon you will be the lamp at your feet amid subtle darkness. You will distinguish the right from the almost right. That is the difference between purpose and deviation. God is also pulling you away from designations that seemed important but drained your energy, diverted your focus, diluted your authority. He is separating you from roles that no longer carry the anointing you carry. This is why you shouldn't find it strange, the ruptures, the distances, the endings happening now. This is not rejection, it is elevation. God is emptying the space to make room for the new He is entrusting to you. And yes, there will be moments when you feel discarded, sidelined, forgotten. But it is precisely in these moments that you are being most profoundly repositioned. You were not created for a small calling. You were not set apart just to survive. There is greatness in your journey. There is impact in your voice. There are multitudes waiting for your true yes. This is why separate yourself. Step out of the ordinary. Leave the places where your soul was withering. In the attempt to please, God is pulling you higher into something greater. Something that will demand everything from you, but give you double in return. You will perceive something new invading your soul, a peace so deep, so inexplicably. It feels supernatural because it is. This peace does not come from what you've achieved or what you will attain. It comes from a sacred place where God dwells within you. It is a peace that does not depend on circumstances, that does not shake with seas, that does not retreat before the storm. It is a silent force, a living presence, heaven touching earth in your chest. This peace will be the sign when everything collapses outside, yet you stand firm within. You will know God is in you and you are in Him, and people will notice. They will see something in your eyes, in your walk, in your responses, in your stillness. There will be a silence that speaks louder than 1,000 shouts, a stability that is contagious, a serenity that confronts the chaos around, because this peace is both shield and key, that it does not just protect, it unlocks access. And it is with this peace activated that your spiritual eyes will begin to open differently. The mysteries of the kingdom will unfold before you. Scriptures that once seemed common will become portals of revelation. Dreams will intensify. Words will gain layers. Direction will come with clarity. You are stepping into realms not given to just anyone. Only the chosen, the surrendered, the pure in heart can dwell where you are being led now. But be warned, this access does not come with pride. It comes with reverence, with humility, with fear. Because the deeper you go, the holier the ground. God is entrusting you with secrets. He does not reveal in public directions. He only releases in intimacy. Keys that unlock destinies, unblock generations, heal lineages. And you, chosen one, are marked for this. This is why the previous cycle was closed with divine precision, ushering in a new chapter where protection and power walk side by side. Because now, chosen one, everything makes sense. What seemed like confusion was direction. What seemed like delay was strategy. What seemed like loss was salvation. You did not go through all of this for nothing. Every tear, every silence, every blockade, every separation, it was all part of the plan. You were preserved, you were hidden, you were shaped, and now you are positioned. This is the beginning of a new chapter, where divine protection and spiritual authority walk with you every step. Do not mistake the past silence for absence of purpose. God was working the whole time. He was freeing you from invisible ambushes, rewriting the route of your story, closing doors you never could have shut alone. He did it all with zeal, with love, with surgical precision, and now He hands you a new season. A reality utterly transformed where your spiritual sensitivity has been restored, your voice tuned, your vision expanded. You will wake up different, with clarity, with peace, with power. The atmosphere around you has already begun to shift. Heaven is in motion over you. What once seemed impossible will now feel natural because you are at the center of God's will. The new chapter opening is not just another phase. It is new territory where you walk with the certainty of being in the safest place possible, the center of God's will. And in this new time, you will be light to others, guide to the lost, refuge to the weary. You did not go through the fire to stay silent. You were forged to release, to declare, to transform. And it all starts now. You are standing, you are ready. You are exactly where God wanted you to be. The old cycle is over. The old cycle is over. The new has already begun, and no force of hell can stop what heaven has decreed over your life.